Yo, what's going on, my VVOGs, my Omi homies, my fellow master collectors, and everybody else on YouTube? It's your bromy, the girl, back at it again with another VV video. Let's go. What's happening, my VV fam? Oh my goodness, it's been too long since I made a VV video. But yeah, had to take care of other opportunities real quick. But here we are again. And I just wanted to make a video because we've seen some interesting developments happen over the past week. We've seen some interoperability between a certain IP known as DC. So in this video, I just want to take a look at some VV items that we might want to take a look at before we get news of possible interoperability. So without further ado, let's breeze into it. Okay, so we are currently on Token Trove, and we are looking at sales on Immutable X. Sales on Immutable X over the past couple of weeks or whatever. So this hero project right here has DC licensed interoperable NFTs, right? So these are trading cards, and I just wanted to show you guys the high prices that these NFTs have been selling at. These are Batman NFTs right now. $15,000 2 days ago, $7,000 8 hours ago, $6,000 4 days ago. So for context, these are out of 100. These are out of 100 editions right here. But the Joker is out of 400 editions, and the Joker's been selling for 3,800. Let's see. I believe that Wonder Woman right there is out of 1,000 editions, so that's $3,107. Catwoman is out of 400. You got to factor in the low mints too, but that's $2,200. So my point here is that this is DC, and Veve has DC as well. Now these cards have utility because there's a leaderboard that people are trying to climb. So it's not an apples to apples comparison, but I just wanted to show you guys what kind of prices are possible when you're interoperable and can be paid with crypto. So let's go on over to the Veve website for a second. Okay, we are in the Veve secondary marketplace. Now let's click on DC Direct, where we will get all of the DC items that we have. So as I scroll, you will notice a plethora of Batman characters and statues. We got like 3 different versions of Batgirl right there. We got a battle statue with Killer Croc. You got Big Barda, Catwoman, Death, Harley, a whole bunch of Harley Quinns. We got Hawkgirl, Mara, Supergirl, Starfire. Actually, we got 3 versions of Supergirl as well. Interesting. We got Superman and a couple of versions of Wonder Woman. Okay, so something interesting that we will notice, right? So when people talk about the hero trading cards, they often some people say that they're just trading cards, they're just 2D. Why do people want to buy that? Now the funny thing is, if and when Veve DC items become interoperable, they're gonna look like this on OpenSea, I believe. 2D cards. This is the same way that the hero trading cards look on DC right now. So why would people buy these? Because of the utility behind them. Same thing with the hero cards, because of the utility behind them. So that's just one thing to notice. There's no way for these to show up 3D on OpenSea or Immutable X. It's going to show up as a 2D card. So I just wanted to emphasize that much right there. So that's one thing that both sites have in common. So let's click on the Todd McFarlane Batman. There's 111 left that are listed, and he's currently going for 4.8K in the Veve secondary market. Now let's take a look at the details real quick. So this is the first appearance on the Veve app, meaning this is the first Batman that was minted on the app. Therefore, he has the first appearance tag. Now, was this the first appearance Batman on the blockchain? That's for the historians to figure out. I don't know if I don't know what was minted first, a hero card or this Todd Batman. I'll leave that to somebody else. But yeah, these have 7,500 editions. Now that might seem like a lot, but if and when this Batman becomes interoperable across the internet, that's not going to seem like a lot. He's already going for he's going for 4,800 on the Veve secondary market, which is a closed ecosystem. So, what do you think is going to happen when he's interoperable? Do you think it's going to cost less on Immutable X or more? People usually list items for more on Immutable because ETH whales have a lot of money to spend, and they'll be more likely to spend money if they can pay in ETH. So yeah, this Todd McFarlane is one you might want to have, especially if Veve becomes as successful as we think it might. Todd's going to be the one to have. But let's go to let's go to a more affordable one. Let's go to this Batgirl right here. So this Batgirl is $34, or gems rather, since we're in Veve. And let's take a look at the edition size. 8,888. Again, that seems like a lot, but when you become interoperable, across the whole internet, anybody in the world can buy this. 8,000 doesn't seem like a lot. Now, she's only going for $34 or gems because she's the third version of Batgirl on the app. So, the first appearance, which is this one right here, is more preferable, but she's also very affordable at the moment, surprisingly. This is the first appearance on the Veve app. Now, is this the first appearance Batgirl on the blockchain? That's to be determined, because we have plenty of we have a Batgirl card on HRO, right? So another question is, are people going to care what was the first minted on the blockchain ever, or are they going to care what was the first appearance on Veve? Does whichever one was first, does the other one lose value? So let's say this is the first appearance Batgirl on the blockchain and on Veve. Are people going to care that there's a Batgirl card on the HRO platform? Are people going to devalue that because it's not the first, or will it not care because it's two different platforms? That's another thing to consider. We're going to have to, I guess time will tell, the market will decide, but just something else I just thought of, But like I said, we have a whole bunch of DC items here to look at, and they're all, a lot of these are pretty affordable. People aren't really thinking about these too much right now. $115. If and when all of these become interoperable, they're gonna I think they're gonna shoot up in price like crazy. 3,888 Hot Girls, first appearance on Veve and possibly the blockchain. Yeah, only $115. I have no idea what these prices are gonna do if and whenever Veve announces interoperability for DC. I mean, HRO has interoperability for DC, so I don't see why Veve DC NFTs won't either once it's time. So Superman, the first appearance Superman on Veve, 2.2K. All right, there's 8,888 editions of him as well. So statues like Superman right here and a few in the whole Batman Black and White collection, those are actually statues in the real world. All of these are statues in the real world. So that's going to be another factor that people may consider when purchasing these items, if they're able to go on OpenSea. So I think all of these are sleepers right now. I think every single one of these are sleepers. Even this Batgirl. This is a cool looking Batgirl. I like this Batgirl. Only $26. She is what I call, or what my guy Kobe Collects calls, a stackertunity. You can basically get 4 for $1. This is a fine collectible right here. Now, she's also a statue, if I didn't mention. So there's 13,777, but in the real world, the physical statue, there's only 5,000 of her, right? So it might be wise to stack these under 5,000 mints, because people might look to pair the digital version with the physical version. So if you have a whole bunch of sub 5,000 mints, odds are you'll have somebody's NFT that they want to pair with the physical version, because this is the officially licensed NFT version of the statue. There's going to be no other created like this. So another opportunity to think of. So yeah, I don't have too much more things to say. Oh, let's take a look at Starfire real quick. I wanted to take a look at her. One quick, there she is. So She's going for $870, and there's only 1,052 of her. So that's pretty rare compared to the rest of the DC statues. I think she's one of the rarest statues out there, her and Big Barda. This is the DC Bombshells, also physical statues in the real world. So these could be one of the bigger sleepers on the Veve app. Yeah, DC Bombshells, 1,044. So slightly less versions of Big Barda. So yeah, basically my point is that, you know, we have a lot of DC on the app, and we've seen it confirmed already interoperable for another platform. So odds are they will become interoperable one day when Veve, you know, when the time is right for Veve. So, you know, I think all of these are stackertunities. Shout out to Kobe Collects once again. So just, you know, take a look at it. Not financial advice. I'm just saying, like, if you got money, you know, this could possibly pay off to stack a few of these DC characters. Yeah, well before Veve announces it, because once they announce it, that's already too late. You know, people are gonna have their eyes on these, and they're probably gonna 2x or maybe even 3x. So yeah, the time is now when nobody's thinking about it. So that's basically all I wanted to say. You know, just take a look at the Veve app, and if you don't know what the Veve app is, well, here you are. You know, better late than never. $54 for Harley Quinn, not the first appearance, so that's why. This is the only Penguin in the Black and White series, $429. Yeah, and there's not even a Penguin hero card, so that's interesting. You know, they just dropped a Batman exclusive series, and there is no Penguins in there, so. I just thought of that. 3,250 editions. So I think at this point I'm kind of rambling, so I will conclude it here, and let's move on. And that's the video, my friends. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you learned something or enjoyed the content, feel free to drop a like on the video and consider subscribing for more Veve content like this. So hopefully I gave you a little something to think about. You know, maybe that might have been obvious to a lot of people, but, you know, some people might not have thought of that. So, you know, there's tons of opportunities in the NFT space, and as we get more platforms and more interoperability and more examples of what's possible, you know, just different ideas come to mind. So, you know, it's never a bad idea to be ahead of the herd when it comes to certain things. So yeah, with that being said, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say ever is financial advice, because I am learning just like you guys. I am just your friendly neighborhood genius. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Sharing his thoughts and opinions on this awesome app known as Veve. So take everything that you hear from me with a grain of salt, because things could change. And with that, if you would like to follow me on the Veve app, if you scroll your eyes to the bottom left-hand corner, you will notice my Ben Simmons Spider-Man, which I have listed for 1 million gems. If you find him, you can follow me, and I will do my best to follow back. And with that, thank you again for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Until then, peace out and huddle strong, and be like water, stay liquid. Later.